NBC's Songland is one of my favorite shows, and one of my favorite winners, Greg Scott, is joining us right now to tell us a little bit about what he's got going on and that miracle of his own. Welcome, Greg.
Hey, thanks for having me, Sandy.
So good to see you. And, you know, I know, of course, we're locked down, we're in a pandemic, but how fortunate for you that you have your own home studio so you can continue to create music.
Yes, definitely feeling blessed that I made the investment when I did.
Well, let's go back to Songland because that was a huge win, such an exciting moment. We know you're a California boy. We're so proud that you brought home such great accolades. And like I said, a miracle of your own. So tell me a little bit about that song and its connection to the Olympics and what you're looking forward to now in 2021.
Yeah, the song was originally written just out of inspiration of my co-writer and I's lives of just going out and trying to get what you dream of and not giving up and, you know, basically taking all the risk. And it just ended up being perfect and tying in with the Olympics. And who knew that it would be chosen to be the theme song. So, yeah, it was an incredible experience.
So exciting. And then, of course, the pandemic hit, so the Olympics were delayed. But the good news for you is that your song will continue to be the theme song for 2021.
Yeah, that was definitely the concern. It was, I mean, this year for everybody, you know, has been up and down and lots of gut punches with a lot of misinformation. So I've gotten a little numb to it at this point, but we are so grateful that they're still going to use it because it's life-changing.
Absolutely. And I know that you warned me that we might hear in the background you have two young boys who are being schooled, of course, remotely. Your wife has got school in session in another room. So how has your life changed during really this uncertain time?
You know, it has changed a lot. I'll say that. I'm used to traveling. I'm used to doing a lot of shows. I would perform at least 4 or 5 nights a week. So that has stopped. So I miss the energy from actual humans in the room and, you know, getting hugs and high fives and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, but, you know, we're pivoting. That's been the word of the year. And I've turned my studio into my performance area. So I do a lot of shows in here, and I'm doing a live festival for a charity event in the UK that's going to come out next month. So, you know, just trying to figure out how to keep connected. You know, thank God for social media because that's what we got, you know.
Absolutely. And I know you do have a new single, too.
Yeah, I still do. Yeah, that single's out. It's everywhere.
Nice.
I'm super proud of it.
That is wonderful. And have you found that your songwriting has changed a little bit because of this pivot and this new kind of world we're experiencing?
Definitely. You know, the timing of it is actually is good in a sense because it's really having people think inward and work on themselves. And my music has always been a lot about, you know, inner thoughts and perseverance and fighting through, you know, trials and tribulations and people in my life. And, you know, my dreams, like dreaming of being an artist and being you know, a singer-songwriter is not easy. And I've taken my lumps, you know, so this gives me a chance for my music to speak to a larger audience and people can really relate at this point, you know.
Nice. And I read that you grew up, your dad was in the music business, so you kind of grew up in a studio like that, a rehearsal area. Are you finding your boys being inspired by your music now, too?
Definitely. They come in here and always put on the headphones and act like they're playing. And, you know, they have music class now here on Zoom, and they always bring in some interesting instrument, and they're always like, where did you get these? Where do you have these? Where are you getting this? Or where did you get that kabasa from, you know?
Nice.
So, yeah, they're loving it. And my youngest, he plays drums, and he loves it. He's like a monster on it. So.
Well, a whole new generation. And Greg, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us. And we're so happy to know you're continuing with your music. You've done a great pivot, and we'll look forward to that miracle in Tokyo 2021, and of course all the music up until then as well.
Thank you for having me, Sandy. NBC, let's go.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us.